CentralValleyTalk.com.
Somebody wake me up, this what day's done. I'm going straight home to have some fun. Rolled out on time to catch a show. Traffic wasn't bad, I made it home. We found the couch to take it slow. Gotta get ready for my day. But it's still too early to be late.
And welcome to another installment of the Early Late Show with Danny and Mike. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, we're without Danny this week. So it's just the Early Late Show with Mike, but I got a great show lined up for you guys today. We're going to change the format around a little bit, and we're going to do something different that I'm looking forward to. I've been looking forward to it ever since I heard Danny wasn't going to be on the show, and that was yesterday. So, but I've been really looking forward to it for a day. My guests this evening are Michelle Rowe, back by semi-popular demand. And for his first time on the Early Late Show, but back to CentralValleyTalk.com, the one and only, the fantastic and hilarious Terry Michaels. So we're looking forward to having them back in here. Glad to have my studio audience with us this afternoon, which consists of Terry Michaels, Michelle Rowe, and some guy I've never met before. So this is fantastic. But the way Michelle's laying all over him, apparently she's probably related to him in some way. Brother, cousin, who knows, okay? This is California, not quite southern enough for us to get into those type of things. But if I look a little unprepared, it is because I am. I apologize for my hairdo. I apologize for my not so loud shirt. We're making up for it with a very loud background. I just about 20 minutes ago regained access to my car. I don't have OnStar, so when I lock my keys in my car, I'm old school. I'm looking for bricks. I'm looking for coat hangers, Slim Jims. I'm not making phone calls to OnStar to have them unlock my car. So I did, and I was bored. And at this point, I'd gotten a hold of a friend of mine, my roommate. He was going to come go get my spare set at my apartment and bring it to me. So I figured, for giggles, went on my phone, which I did have. I looked up OnStar's customer service help number, called OnStar, and told them that I had locked my keys in my car and I needed their help. And they asked me for some code word or for some account number, which I told them I didn't have. They said, no problem, we'll look you up by your social, which I gladly gave because my credit's so shot right now, there's nothing anybody could do about it. So, and they couldn't find me. And I had this poor girl looking for a good 15 or 20 minutes, and I was like, I don't understand. I don't understand why you can't find me. You got my social security number, and you said you could do it with just that. And it took her about 20 minutes before she finally asked the key question, are you an OnStar subscriber? I said, well, no. I just locked my keys in my car, and I saw the commercial. So she didn't appreciate that as much as I thought she would. But you have fun where you can, and when you're bored with a cell phone, crazy things can happen. So if I was a little bit drunk, who knows what really would have happened at that point. But I wasn't, luckily, so we had a good time. I was at the gym, ready to work out and run, but instead I got my sweat on by trying to break into my own vehicle, and didn't quite work out as well as I'd hoped. But gained access to my car, got my keys, and I raced down here. I had my newspapers in hand, ready to go through headlines. Didn't have enough time, so but I do have some great stuff I want to talk about tonight. Like I said, we're going to change the format around a little bit. Normally we talk about, Danny and I sit up here and I try to talk and Danny interrupts me. We're not doing that tonight, obviously. So what I'm going to do today is tell you about my life, let you guys know what exactly happened. We normally come back with some headlines and poke fun of some headlines. We try to find some kid who barely graduated high school to read the headlines, and he mispronounces all the easy words, and I make fun of him for that. And then when we try to make jokes about it, again, Danny interrupts me when I try to do that also. So we're not going to do that tonight either. Instead, we're going to have a panel discussion, myself, Terry, and Michelle, and we're going to talk about some things that are bothering me right now, some social issues. The great thing, stay tuned now. I know I got some Danny fans out there that are like, well, I'm getting out of here because no, stay tuned because this is an explosive situation. In one room, in front of one camera, at one small table, you will have a Bears fan, a Packers fan, and a Minnesota Vikings fan. You have no idea how explosive that is, all right? None whatsoever. Californians, you ain't seen nothing yet. Yeah, you and your little wimpy Chargers and Oakland and Niners, you get those three in a room, and the Oakland fan usually gets arrested. The Niners fan winds up crying, and the Chargers fan is sitting there staring, and they're like, "Why am I here?" Okay, that's not going to happen tonight. Okay, you've got three very devout sports fans that are going to whoop up on each other. And the great thing about being from that area though is those fans. They will be tooth and nail on the field. But once the game is over, they go out, they have a beer and bratwurst together, they raise each other's kids, they have a great time, and they enjoy themselves. We know how to do it up there, all right? So if you've never been to a game at Soldier Field, or never been to a game at Lambeau Field, or never been at a game, where is Minnesota playing at these days? Is it Silverdome still? The Pontiac Dome like that? No. That's Detroit Lions. That's another team that sucks. I'm sorry.
It's the Metrodome.
The Metrodome. That's right. The Metrodome.
Almost beat you Sunday.
Almost beat me Sunday. No. Almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. Okay, and that's we know how to open up our season with a shitty team. Okay, so that's what's fantastic. None of the California teams can come back and say, "Hey, we had a great weekend." I can. All right, that's why I'm a Bears fan. So it's fantastic. But I'm really looking forward to it. So sports fans, stick around. Non-sports fans, stick around. Those of you guys like Jerry Springer, you're going to love this show. We're going to have a really good time. I got some folding chairs here ready for when it gets outrageous. We got some good topics to talk about, and I'm really looking forward to a great afternoon and a great evening. So, Sean, are we ready for a commercial break? Can we take care of that? And I can bring these folks on here. We can talk. I got some great issues to talk about. I don't want to waste any time listening to me ramble anymore. So we'll be right back after this word.